Welcome back to 4 High Garage. We are back at it. The Crunch to Easter Jeep Safari, EJS. Today we're going to see if we can't make these cheap Amazon pins work for a sway bar quick release. Just to replace the bolts, although, yeah, bolt is definitely longer. I'll double check. I think I've got some spacers in there, so we're going to fiddle around with that, see if we can't get that working. We still have the skid plates off. Just been driving it because I just want to make sure that all the work we did with the transmission seal and clutch, everything's great before I put the skid plates back on. So I've got skid plates got to put back on. And then still not yet done from the transfer of the rear-ended total Jeep to this Jeep are my JCR rock sliders. At this point, JCR 2XJs is like the Sears catalog. They're still producing stuff. They make good quality stuff, but they've clearly moved on to other things, and good for them. But these are still holding up strong. We need to get these mounted on this guy. So no time to waste. Let's get cracking. Okay, I already took this side apart because I had to get the bolt, go take some measurements and find one that'll work. And now we're a little out of alignment. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a little crooked, but that never hurt anyone. Let's see if I can get it in there. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just gonna do its job. It looks like it'll wobble around a little bit in there, and for I think $23 if they get bent. Actually, as I say that out loud, I should probably just throw the bolt in the back of the Jeep just in case it does get bent and becomes unusable. That was super easy. I'll post a link to these in the description. On to the other side. All right, this side is a little cobbled together, little fabrication to bring the mount to a different location, shorten the link because of the WJ knuckle and steering setup I've got under here. But I believe it's the same bolt. So let's get to popping this thing apart and see if it'll work on this side. Oh, look at that. Now, the kit comes with these super thin. They'll work, but I happen to have washers that are at least twice the thickness, and who doesn't want a little extra thickness? It may not work this way because of the spring. I think my clip part has to go through this other side. Okay, let's put a thick washer on that side. Get it lined up. Hell, this side doesn't even need a washer. But that'll help keep it tight. Nice and tight. Yeah. There we go. Toy like a toiga. That one actually fits even better than the other side. Yeah, this side's a little crooked. I'm gonna say we just briefly revisit this side because I think, oh yeah, I think to snug this up, I want an extra washer in there, or actually, let me look at the angle of this. Yeah, I think more likely on that side is going to be better for it. Okay. Double stack the washers, however you say it in your neck of the woods. Oh, microphone in the way. Oh, the troubles of being a okayish YouTuber. And my big noodle's probably in the way. It'll go. Come on. Slide on. There it goes. Whew. All right. That's a little better. It fits a little snugger. I like that. I like it a lot. All right, that was an easy mod. Okay, and all I did was run a couple of these hoops into the side of the frame here, just so I can zip tie up the sway bar and the link whenever I do this. So that'll work. Got the bolts that I pulled out of the sway bar packaged up with extra washers and spacers and everything that they'd had. And I'll just stick them in the back of the Jeep just in case. Let's get this stock skid plate in. Oh. So on one side, wow, I just unlocked a new mechanic trick. Headrest and light. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Front skid installed. On to the transfer case. Well, before I install this skid plate, cover everything up, look how nice and dry it is. The back here too. So that was definitely my problem. That seal between the transfer case and the transmission. If you haven't seen that video I posted, go check it out. All right, let's get this transfer case in. I'm sorry. Let's get this. Never mind. Let's just get to work. All right, let's get this transfer case installed. I'll put the bolts back here just to hold on to them. So I didn't lose them. And clearly there's a little bit of fluid still in the... There we go. Okay. This is a thing knocking dirt into my face. This is a ZJ, stock ZJ skid plate that's only been slightly modified. It'll take some bumps. I wouldn't go rock crawling with it, but for what I'm doing, it's perfect. It's just gonna keep things off of the transfer case. At some point, I wouldn't mind building a bigger skid plate that kind of covers the transmission too. But if I ever do front long arms or something like that, I'll probably build it then when I've got an all new transmission cross member. I can build off of that. Okay. There we go. Installed. Easy peasy. All right, now we're done with that. Before we get into the rock sliders, the big project, let's take a little snack break. What's this week bring us? I'm kind of crammed in here. Jeep's not on jack stands. We have whatever this is. And you have no light. You can't see. Let's do that. There we go. Whatever that is. It says dry samosa from the heart of Gujarat, which if you've watched all my videos, first, I'm sorry. Second, I ate something from this company in a previous one, and I've since looked up Gujarat, and it is a western state in the country of India. However, this is packaged in New Hyde Park, New York. So, there's that. This is dry samosa, savory stuffed pastry snack. Let's try it. Got a nice little handy tear corner. Oh, they're bigger than I thought. It tastes like sweet dirt. It's got more of an aftertaste than an initial taste. The crust is almost like a pie crust. It's got a kick in the back of the throat. I would say jalapeno level kick. It's not bad. It might have the slightest bit of curry. I don't think I even looked. No, doesn't list it. All right, the ingredients are wheat flour, refined palomine oil, chickpea flour, sugar, green graham, spices, iodized salt, sesame seeds, malic acid, baking powder, and sodium aluminum sulfate and baking soda. Contains wheat and sesame. So whatever the spices are, maybe. I think I'm going to stop at 1. Give it probably 2 stars. Unless you like Indian food. I think if you liked Indian food, you'd probably really like this. But not my cup of tea. Let's get some water and then get to it. All right, so all we're doing are drilling holes to match up, to run bolts through, and then we're doing 4 holes with these giant sort of self-tapper nuts on all of it. right, that's going to wrap it up. Got the rock sliders on. And we are ready for Moab. Just need to pack. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Catch you on the next one. Lando!